So as a business consultant, I end up getting asked a lot of the same questions over and over and over and over. So instead of constantly typing out the same email or copy and pasting the same Word doc, what we decided to do is create a series of videos to answer the most common questions that we get from our clients and possibly share them with other business owners who may not even have thought to ask these questions yet, but will most certainly ask them at some point in the future. So we've decided to get on our white leather couch here in the office and put together a series. Hope you enjoy them. This is From the White Couch. As a business owner, I can guarantee you one thing. Well, I can guarantee you a lot of things, but one thing I can guarantee you is that you will run into a customer that won't pay their bill. It's frustrating and it's painful, and there's a lot of things that you can do to attack that problem, and I'll go through a few of them. But what we recommend first and foremost, particularly for a professional services company, consulting and the like, is get paid first. It's a difficult thing to get over. I even personally, I had to get over that when I first started. It's considered rude sometimes to ask for money. Some people are afraid to ask for money, but the first time you don't get paid for work you've done, you get to be rude pretty quickly. So you want to make sure that you set the terms when you're taking on a new client. Again, when you're new to business and you get your first client, you want to do everything you can not to screw it up. So you're very, very accommodating with your terms. Oh, just, I know you'll pay me, pay me when you can pay me. That's generally not going to work if you want to stay in business very long. So what we do is we get paid up front. We get paid on the 1st of the month or the 15th of the month for the month coming up. We don't work until we get paid. That it's as simple as that. In exchange for that, we offer fixed fees for our clients. So the client has some stability and they can budget. They know exactly what they're going to pay, but and so we don't charge by the hour, so they don't get a bill they weren't expecting. But we definitely get paid up front. So that's first things first. If you want to avoid having to chase people down for your money, you get paid up front. So let's say you're in an industry where that's not really an option. A lot of times when you're selling product, your customers will expect terms, whether it's 15 days, 30 days, whatever, or due upon receipt of the goods. Well, once they have the goods, your leverage of getting your money is gone. So there is a system that you can follow if you offer terms. The first thing, and it's pretty easy to us because we figured it out, but a lot of people would never think of it, is when you're dealing with smaller customers, send your invoice again 3 days before the day it's due. Now don't send it with a nasty email saying, hey, this is due, make sure you pay it in 3 days. That's not the idea. The idea is just to say, hey, thank you for your business. We truly appreciate it. For your convenience, here's a copy of the invoice that's going to be due in 3 days. Please let us know if you have any questions. You'd be amazed at how often, particularly when you're dealing with smaller businesses as your customers, that your invoice will just get lost, or it never got entered, or the bookkeeper forgot about it, or whatever the issue might be. Just sending that follow-up and letting them know that you know that it's due is immeasurable. It'll cut your receivables 20 to 50% depending on your business. Just doing that one simple thing. We've seen huge results with that. The second thing is to follow up the day after it's due. Again, but a simple, nice follow-up. And if you can automate these emails, even better, to say, hey, noticed your invoice was due yesterday, we haven't received payment. Here's it again, want to make sure there's no problems or concerns with the order. That's it, very simple, very easy. So those two things will be very, very powerful. From there, you need to have a systematized follow-up. We have one that we follow with our clients, but we tailor it to each client. Sometimes you can be a little bit more aggressive than others. Once you get to a certain point, you have to make a decision whether or not you want to work with that client any longer. And you have to make a decision whether or not you chasing your revenue is worth the revenue in the first place. So once you reach that point at which you decide this customer is no longer a good customer for me, then all the options become open. You can use a collections firm, you can use an attorney, you can do it internally. What we've had the best success with is actually finding a local attorney that does collections work. Number one, because they're professional. A lot of collections firms are just not professional at all, and you don't want that to be the last impression of your business that your customer has. Even if they're a customer you decide you don't want to work with anymore, an attorney will be firm and get the point across, but they'll be very professional. They won't harass anybody, and they won't call up and make threats. That's not generally what an attorney's going to do, but a lot of collection companies will. So, and oftentimes an attorney will work on a fixed fee where you just pay them X amount, and they'll go out and collect your debt, whereas a collection company will work on a percentage of what they collect for you. So their incentive is not necessarily to collect the full amount. Their incentive is just to collect something because they get a piece of something, and they'd rather have a piece of something than a piece of nothing. So number one, get paid up front. Number two, remind your customers 3 days before, and we do 1 day, but within 3 days after the invoice is due. And then number three, make a decision as your cutoff point as to when you're no longer interested in working with that customer, and then turn the collections process over to somebody that can handle it and take yourself out of it, because you've got better things to do than to chase revenue for work you've already done. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions that you would like to have answered on a future segment of From the White Couch, hit us up on Twitter or on our website. On Twitter, use the hashtag AskCap3 or From the White Couch. You can hit us up on Facebook as well, or even Snapchat us once our Snapchat is up and running. Thank you.